everybody? Or every person that is in business that would like to increase their bottom line? How about that? If you have all the business you need, you do not need an elevator speech. You can be excused. Go ahead, leave. Oh, you're all staying. Okay, good. Elevator speeches, what are they? I found out recently, as did Joanne, at a conference or a class like Jim had, that it is the purpose of an elevator speech is to convey your essence, short, succinctly, and effectively. If you can't do that, you can't grow your business. And I see some nods in the audience. We all know this, but is it easy to do? Relatively easy to do? Let me see. Don, what do you do?
I'm in aviation.
Can you go to 30 seconds?
And I found that having an elevator speech is incredibly important to explain what you do to some stranger.
Let me stop you there. What do you do?
What is your elevator
Just tell me what you do. That's not your own, just what do you do?
We provide an aviation safety system for privately owned business jets. And through technology and experience, we support companies and individuals in the implementation of safety systems.
A+. You know why? I'm going to tell you what he did, and I'm going to tell you what you can do as well. First, you introduce, I'm Don Baldwin, and I do. That you have to jot down the services in groups of 3. What do you do? It has to be that simple. When we went to this class recently, Joanne and I and a few other ladies in the networking and high heels meeting, we were confident that we could give our speech, our elevator speech, but after saying it out loud, I was still a confusing mess. So I came up with, what do you do, Jodie? I help people achieve opportunity and freedom and self-respect using education and intervention that causes positive change. And I could just see the eyes glaze over. Huh? What? I don't get it. I thought it was very ethereal. Very sweet, generous. But it wasn't. It was unclear to the person that I was speaking to. What do you do? I still don't know. So we went back to the drawing table, and I followed these principles that you jot down your services in groups of 3. So then I reframed it. I said, okay, here's what I do. I provide private tutoring, one-on-one coaching for at-risk students so that I can reframe their emotional and social thinking. That's what I do. Is that a lot clearer? I provide I do 3 things. You can probably name them now. What do I do? Tell me. Tutoring.
One-on-one coaching.
Coaching.
Reframe thinking.
And reframe thinking. Very good. So I'm sure if I did the first one, we don't have time, but you would not know what I did with the first statement. It was just too weird. So now I have the next thing. So now you know I do that. What's the next thing in an elevator speech? What's the benefit of all that? Why would I need you? Okay. Well, my first attempt was, I teach social and emotional principles to youth in a way that they can understand and remember. I'm like the dog whisperer. I rehabilitate the students but retrain the parents. And again, someone went, you're like a dog whisperer? What? Do you bring leashes out with you and put people in chains? What? So I had to give that one up. They just didn't like that. Right, Joanne? We got a thumbs down on that, Jodie. No, you are not like the dog whisperer. Okay, so I won't be like the dog whisperer. What can I do? Go back to the drawing board. Think about it. It's an elevator speech. I only have 30 seconds to impress you and for you to hire me. So now here's what my new statement is. I reduce truancy, improve academics, and change the social and emotional climate of a student at risk. What are my benefits? I reduce truancy. I improve that. And
Change the social.
and change the climate of a student's thinking, correct. So this is what I do. This is what I do, the 3 things in groups of 3, and these are the benefits. Joanne, could you give us an example of what you do?
Absolutely, I can. I
help seniors and their families with the overwhelming stress they experience when they move from a larger residence to a smaller home.
Thank you. Do we all know that she helps seniors? And it's very clear, there's probably more to that, but let me give you the boil down here on the three. We already know what we say what we do in groups of three, we tell everybody our benefits, but there's something else. We need a capture statement so that they'll always remember us. Let me give you my real elevator speech. Hi, I'm Jodie Randisi. I'm a life coach for kids in distress. I provide tutoring, one-on-one coaching that reframes the social and emotional thinking of at-risk students. I use a strengths-based approach to reduce truancy, improve academics, and change the emotional climate of the student, whether they're at home or school. Did you know that 23 out of 100 freshmen at Hilton High are not going to graduate this year? Do you have a business card? Do you know any teacher or parent that's struggling to help a youth overcome their obstacles? Question, why didn't I hand them my business card? Need a life coach? Why didn't I do that? It will go in a pile, it will end up in the trash. Instead, what did I do?
Create the one to ask for your business card.
Exactly, and that's the end of our elevator speech. Create an end result where I can stay in touch with them. I want your business card because I'm going to call you in 3 weeks, a month from now, and go, hey, remember me? I'm a life coach for kids in distress. I'm not a dog whisperer, I don't know. And I'd like to ask you just a quick question. Have you thought of a parent or a teacher? Did you run into anybody who might need a life coach for a kid in distress? Great. Here, give me their name. I'll call them. I remain in control. Who should prepare an elevator speech? Everybody.